Hey everyone, I'm Regina Daniels. I'm a professor here and I'm the director of the ASL Interpreting Program. And hi everyone, I'm Linda Offit and I'm an adjunct faculty here in the ASL Interpreting Department. Hi everyone, I'm Sydney and I am also involved in the ASL Interpreting Department. I teach the interpreting classes. So we're going to be reading for you A World of Cookies for Santa, illustrated for you by Susan Gall, and the author is M.E. Furman. This one has a lot of stories from all over the world in it. All around the world, Christmas is a time of giving. While Santa Claus, also called Papi Noel, Father Christmas, Grandfather Frost, and more, packs his sleigh with gifts for children everywhere. They're preparing their own sweet gifts for him. Follow along on Santa's tasty trip around the globe, country by country and cookie by cookie. So Christmas Island. In Kantamani, also known as Christmas Island, it's the first place in the world to welcome Christmas Day and Santa. Children on this little island in the South Pacific share their abundant coconut crop and leave him sweet, chewy coconut macaroons. And then we've got New Zealand. In New Zealand, children remember the reindeer too and leave hay and carrots for them, as well as crunchy Anzac biscuits and milk for Santa. Australia. Santa Claus uses his magic key to open the front door when he visits children in Australia. He leaves small gifts in a sack or stocking by their bedrooms, and their bigger gifts under the tree. Their gift to him is crispy, fruit-filled white Christmas treats. Because it's summer, a cool glass of milk or beer. Boys and girls who are too excited to sleep might hear the sound of the bell Santa rings as he leaves their home. Japan. In Japan, Hotonosha brings gifts and fortunes to children. They believe that he has eyes in the back of his head, so he can watch for children who are misbehaving. After he leaves their gifts on the pillow, Hotoshia enjoys a slice of strawberry-topped Christmas cake the children put out for him. Indonesia. Most homes in Indonesia don't have chimneys. So children put their shoes near the door or in front of the pretend fireplace they make for Sinterklaas to fill with gifts. In return, the children treat him to a taste of the tropics with nastar cookies filled with pineapple jam. The Philippines. Before they go to bed, Filipino children double check to make sure their parents leave the front door unlatched for Santa to come in. After filling the stockings, Santa finds the children's gift of puto seco, a crisp, melt-in-your-mouth cookie, and a spicy ginger tea called salabat. Sri Lanka. On Christmas Eve in Sri Lanka, children come home from midnight mass and hang their stockings on the tree. After Nathayal Sia, Christmas grandfather, puts their gifts in the stockings. He munches on cookies, a lacy fried cookie, while he sips the Ceylon tea in the island the country is famous for. India. Children in India hang their stockings by a window if they don't have a fireplace. They leave Christmas Baba, Father Christmas, a crispy fried treat called kolkots, and a cup of spicy chai. South Africa. Kinsvader, Father Christmas, arrives in South Africa by donkey. He fills children's stockings with special chocolates and small gifts. They leave him Herzog cookies filled with apricot jam and topped with crunchy coconut meringue. Malawi. In Malawi, Father Christmas brings gifts to children at Christmas parties at their school. They thank him with mbada, or sweet potato cookies. Bethlehem. As the site of the first Christmas, many people from around the world visit Bethlehem for this special holiday. Santa brings gifts to children in homes with cross painted over the door. Children give him mamoul, a cookie stuffed with dates or honey and nuts. Egypt. Children in Egypt go to bed early in hopes that Baba Noel will climb through the window, enjoy the hakak, a sweet biscuit that they put out for him, and leave them gifts. Russia. In Russia, Ded Moroz, Grandfather Frost, brings Snegurka, the snow maiden, to deliver gifts. She rides in sleighs pulled by 3 horses. Children give them the gift of pranaki, a sweet honey spice cookie, and a cup of tea to warm them for the rest of their journey. Ukraine. Svayati Makokle, St. Nicholas, slips in quietly to put gifts under the pillow of children in Ukraine. They leave a traditional St. Nick cookie, Maikokalachi, for him. Denmark. In Denmark, Julemanade, or Christmas man, puts presents under the tree while the family eats Christmas dinner. When everyone is finished eating, the children see the decorated tree for the first time. They thank Julemane in person for their gifts by sharing the risamalade, or rice pudding, with him. Norway. Nearby in Norway, Julemassen, or the Christmas elf, comes into the house on Christmas Eve and asks, "Are there any good children here?" Sometimes the children must sing for him before they receive their gifts. Julemassen is thanked with some riskim, a sweet rice pudding served with the cherry sauce. Poland. The Starman visits families in Poland after the Christmas dinner. He asks the children questions and rewards their answers with small gifts. In return, they share fruit-filled kalazeski with him and his companions, the Star Boys, who sing for the family. Germany. German children have been counting down the days until Christmas on their Advent calendars. They open the last door on the Advent calendar before they go to bed, excited to see what they will find under the tree from the Christmas man. Making many kinds of Christmas cookies is an important part of the Christmas celebrations in Germany. Children leave Weinkashman, a plate filled with Pepperkracker, Spriegel, and gingerbread people. France. In France, children leave carrots, oats, or apples in the shoes they place by the fireplace or the Christmas tree. Pierre Noël takes the children's gifts to Guy, the donkey who carries his heavy sack. Then he fills the shoes with small gifts and treats. Sometimes they borrow shoes from their parents because they hold more. For himself, Pierre Noël can choose from any of the 13 desserts families eat during their Christmas Eve celebrations. He really likes to have a slice of the Yule log with a glass of wine that they leave for him. Spain. Spanish children fall into bed late, tired from their festive Noche Buena celebration. That celebration brings many families and friends together for a big meal and singing and dancing. They put their shoes on the windowsill or balcony, filled with treats of barley and wheat for the wise men's horses. One of the wise men leaves the children gifts. Turon, a nougat candy of almonds, honey, and sugar, is the most popular Christmas treat to leave as a gift. In the Basque country that lies between France and Spain, Olencero, a coal miner from the Pyrenees Mountains, brings coal for the bad children and gifts for the good. Children clean their shoes and place them near the fireplace for him to fill. Children thank Olencero for their gifts by leaving a glass of wine and almond tile cookies, which are shaped like the roof tiles on their homes. Great Britain. Father Christmas fills the stockings of children in Great Britain. They leave him a gift of fruit-filled mince pie along with a glass of sherry. Ireland. Santa must be very quiet as he slips in to fill the stockings hung at the foot of the bed in Irish homes. Like in Great Britain, he'll find a mince pie and a glass of milk, and sometimes Guinness on the table, along with a light that will burn all night. Brazil. When he visits Brazil, Papi Noel comes in the front door and finds the children's shoes beside the Christmas tree, or Presépio, a nativity scene, or next to the beds, waiting to be filled with the children's gifts. Children leave him a fudge-like sweet called a berdengo. Chile. Chimneys in Chile are too narrow for Viego Puskero, the old man Christmas. So he climbs up on a window. He leaves presents near the manger scene and finds a plate with gifts of pan de Pascua, a Christmas bread filled with candied fruit. Argentina. In Argentina, Papa Noel has to wait until the big fireworks and displays are over before the children will be asleep for his visit. Boys and girls fill their shoes with straw or barley for his camels and leave Papa Noel Mandaceros de Anís, a crumble cookie with a hint of licorice flavor, and sidra, a sparkling cider. Puerto Rico. Boys and girls in Puerto Rico leave straw in their shoe boxes under their beds for the camels of the wise men. They also leave manacetero, a cherry-studded shortbread cookie for the wise men who bring the children's gifts. Costa Rica. Colacho brings gifts to children in Costa Rica and puts them under the fragrant cypress tree. Costa Rican children give him a gift of crunchy, star-shaped sombreros and a glass of champagne, eggnog filled with coconut. Mexico. Just after midnight, Mexican children get to break open a piñata filled with small toys and treats. After they go to bed, Santa arrives to bring their gifts. He looks forward to the nutty, sugar-coated Mexican wedding cakes they leave him, along with a sweet cup of spicy Mexican hot chocolate that warms him up as he heads further north again, where it's cold. Going all the way around the world, now we're here at the United States. All across America, children have decorated their trees and hung their stockings, waiting for Santa and his reindeer to arrive. From Maine to California and all the states in between, Santa will find a glass of milk and a plate of cookies. Children might choose to give him decorated gingerbread people, iced sugar cookies, or the classic American chocolate chip cookie. They also sometimes leave carrots for Santa's reindeer. Canada. The nights are long in the northernmost part of North America, but Santa Claus finds his way to Montreal, Canada. By the millions of Christmas lights on display across the city, they can be seen from space. In the French-speaking region of Quebec, Père Noël warms himself by the fire, where he fills children's stockings and enjoys the spicy, fruit-filled hermit cookies they leave. They're perfect for dunking in the milk the children leave with the cookies. As he gets to Canada's west coast, Father Christmas appreciates the warm pot of tea and rich, layered nanamio bars the children leave for him. Now we're in Alaska. When Santa arrives in Alaska, he's pretty close to the North Pole home. There's a town called North Pole, Alaska, but that's different. Alaskan children give him Eskimo cookies, a chewy, fudgy oatmeal cookie that's cooked on top of the stove, not in the oven. Hawaii. Hawaiian children won't hear the sound of hoofs on the roofs. but they might see Santa's footprints in the sand, where he hopped off the surfboard pulled by a dolphin. Kanaloka comes through the windows that are left open for the cooling trade winds to blow through. Children will find their gifts under the trees that they decorate with garlands, shells, and starfish. The present that they give him of sweet and chewy pineapple macadamia bars is a refreshing treat. After visiting the last home in Pago Pago, Santa flies back to the wintry North Pole. He's warmed by the thoughts of the joys of the boys and girls he visited as they open their gifts, and by the sweet memories of giving spirit of children everywhere showed through the treats they shared with him. And then it says, turn the page to see recipes for many of the holiday treats mentioned in this story. Maybe you'll find something new to leave for Santa this year. It does have an author's note as well. And then it has recipes of the different kinds of cookies that it listed here in the book. So as you can see, these are cookies from other places around the world. And there you go. Merry Christmas, everyone.